Hey everybody, Mandus Bucker here with Maximum Muscle Report. We're at the 2019 Puerto Rico Pro. Beautiful island, fantastic weekend as we anticipated, but you had to do it. Jon Delarosa, you walk away the champ and you just stamped your ticket back where you belong.
Yes.
How you feeling, man?
Over the moon right now. Very, very excited. I feel very, very blessed. It's so excited to be able to have the opportunity to get back on stage with some of the best guys in the world and to prove that that is where I belong.
You know, Jon, let's walk down the road for a minute here. You know, I don't want to do a traditional interview, ask you. I wanted to start out with something easy,
Yeah.
but you've had a lot going on. You know, you come from a historic place, Bev Francis Gym, up in New York. You made a great life up there, a lot of friends, family, very successful for the first half of your career. Most people would say you were on the back nine. Was Jon Delarosa going away? You said, hell no. Pulled up your bootstraps, said, let me move. Went down to Florida, where you found a new camp. Neil Hill,
Yeah.
Flex Lewis. Florida's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
What made you make that decision, and where do you see things going from here?
Well, initially the move was more, I just picked up and said I have to make a change in my life. As you said, there were other things going on in my life that made me feel like I needed to get away and refocus my attention on the things that were important to me. So I didn't want to move halfway across the world because I want to be close to my family either way, but I knew I needed to get away from certain areas of my life to better myself, to heal. And I figured Florida was a great move because it's a beautiful state. You know, the fitness industry is relatively big there. You know, and Flex and I had talked for a number of years to train together, but that was never the reason why. Once I made the move, Flex was like, hey, we got to start training. And from there, it just took off, and me and Neil got together, and one thing kept going. You know, one thing led to another, and we're here, and I wouldn't have changed a thing.
You know, and I really want to talk about that. So I think a lot of people think you moved to go down there to be with Flex and Neil, and that wasn't the case.
No, well, you know, I went through a really bad divorce. I ended up losing my home. I lost everything. And not that I lost it in the divorce, I just stepped away because I needed to just move on with my life. And, you know, I needed a fresh start, and that's why I moved.
You closed the door, but boy, what a wonderful window open with your new family down in Florida.
Yes.
Neil, we've seen Jon really good in the past. We've never seen Jon this good. What's going on down there, man?
I think it's about believing in the journey and believing in each other. I'm extremely passionate about what I do. I love what I do. I love my athletes. Everything about I do is a team thing. So I'm very fortunate to be working with some of the most amazing athletes in the world in different countries, in different divisions. But the one thing that has to be instilled by myself with all of my athletes is it has to be a team thing, because at some point my athletes are going to compete against each other, and I cannot allow my emotions and my friendships to take away my passion and my belief in my athletes. Everybody has a tipping point with what they can achieve. I've seen Jon as an amateur turn pro go through, as you said, the first phase of his professional career in a very promising way. And probably in the last 3 years has just kind of gone in the opposite direction. And we've spoken very briefly in the past where I've said, Jon, listen, you've got such a gift. Just got to get your shit together, you know. And, you know, he kind of gave me the impression he doesn't know if he's capable. It's like, you are capable, but whatever you're doing isn't working. You need to stop what you're doing, and you need to change things. And we briefly spoke at the Nationals last November. We actually started working together either just before Christmas or just over Christmas. So we've been working together pretty much about 4.5 months. And Jon wanted to do the Arnolds, and I said it's not a realist goal because we have to fix what's broken in order for us to better ourselves. So everything was about structure, doing something very different. And I know that a lot of things that I do are the complete opposite to what Jon has done in the past. And I think that's one of the bigger main reasons why you see a different physique, because we've done something totally polar opposite. I'm very methodical. My programs and what I design from my training, nutrition, supplementation can be very different from one athlete to another. And I'm extremely lucky to be a part of a circle where people want the best for each other and believe in each other. So I'm extremely proud. I'm very, very fortunate to be standing here, obviously, with Jon. But you have to understand that everything and all the sacrifices have come on his behalf. The team members, obviously, which have been a part of the journey, Flex Lewis, myself, his family, are parts. But this gentleman is a person who's...
Alex, Cambrero, I mean, all the guys, they're just... I'm very fortunate to be a part of this. It's not every day that you meet people who truly want the best for you, you know, and I feel like all of these guys do.
You know, it's interesting, Jon, because we've seen something similar happen again in another division. We're not comparing divisions, but it's a journey. There's another athlete, a little bit older than you, was very successful in the past, was really making a downturn. George Brown changed his camps. All of a sudden, there was a newfound energy and belief, got back to a title, going back to the Olympia.
Yeah.
And you feel I feel a sense that you're coming, you smell blood in the water, man.
Oh, we're just getting started. This is one of two for us, right? We were both on the fence about New York up until about a week before. And we said, you know what? Let's do it. This one we were shooting for. Toronto, we're going for number 2. And then, like, again, I was just telling him, we're just getting started, Coach. The Olympia's 4 or 5 months away, and that'll be a whole nother package, a much better look, more time under our belts together. And, you know, I'm not making any promises, but this will be my best year as a pro yet.
Jon, that's why I started earlier, and I said that was the first half of your career, because I do believe, from the outside looking in, that what you've done in the first half in New York in your old camp, you are now going to surpass for many years down in Florida. You rebuilt yourself, your life. You've got the support system, the teammates. We really look forward to watching.
Thank you.
Man, we've been fans of yours for a long time. Wish you nothing but the best of luck. Neil, keep doing what you do, my man. You are one of the best in the world.
He is absolutely the best. And not, look, anybody can write a program, but when I tell you, I'm getting chills because he will put just a word in my head, and I feel it resonate through me, the belief that he has in me, you know. And sometimes you need that as an athlete. And I walked in here today knowing I was going to win, no matter what, and he did that. Because there were moments, he'll tell you, that I questioned myself, am I good enough? And he believed in me since day one.
I might have put a few dollars on you after we talked. I saw it in your eyes, man. Yeah. You just, I can sense it. Yeah. You can sense it. Yeah. Guys, big things to come out of this group. Congratulations once again. It's the passion of the sport. It's the passion of the sport. This is bodybuilding, guys.
That's right.
If you haven't been out to a show in a while, this is what you're missing. You gotta come out. Until next time, Neil Hill, Jon Delarosa, Amanda Spuckle, Maximum Muscle Report. We're out.